The beginning. The man the galaxy forgot. Cade Thorne considered himself ordinary. Painfully ordinary. He lived on the desert moon Vesperian. 4. The kind of world where sandstorms howled like starving beasts and the twin suns crushed travelers with heat. Cade worked as a mechanic for hire, fixing old miners' equipment in exchange for meals, water, and, if he was lucky, a few credits. He had no family name of value, no records of his ancestry, no history prior to age 12. That was the year he was found wandering near a crashed escape pod, dehydrated and delirious. The Vesperian Rangers documented the incident, but the pod had been too damaged to identify. After that, life moved on. Cade didn't wonder who he had been before. What good would it do? He had work to finish, bills to pay, and machinery that broke every other day. But the galaxy hadn't forgotten him. Not really. It had only been waiting. The search begins. Princess Ilera watched the archival system process her query. The holographic light swirled above the massive circular chamber, illuminating ancient records, genetic files, historical transcripts, battle logs, diplomatic treaties, and even forbidden entries sealed by decree. Then the system chimed. Match located. Ilera's breath caught. Projected before her was a profile, fragmented, incomplete, corrupted, but unmistakably real. Name, Cade Thorne. Status, hidden record. Classification, sovereign lineage, echelon level. Access, restricted to crown monarch only. Ilera stepped back in horror. Impossible. She pressed her hand to the terminal. Unlock royal restriction. Authorization, Princess Ilera of Lemuria. The room dimmed. A single genealogy file appeared, and her entire world shifted. Cade Thorne wasn't just anyone. He wasn't a nobody. He wasn't even from Vesperian. He was. Ilera gasped, then whispered the words that would rewrite the fate of the galaxy. He's my brother. The middle, the princess hunts for a ghost. Nobody outside her mother's generation had known the truth. A decade and a half ago, Lemuria had been attacked by the Dominion Scourge. Their armies stormed the royal palace. Queen Athelia fought them off, but not before ordering a secret evacuation for her newborn son, her second child. The Scourge believed they had killed the infant prince. The galaxy believed it too. Even Ilera believed it. But now she knew. Her brother lived. And he had no idea who he really was. Ilera didn't hesitate. She launched a covert mission, telling no one, no council, no generals, no advisors. Only her personal starfighter pilot, Captain hfystory, accompanied her. Her destination, Vesperian 4. Cade's ordinary world collides with destiny. Cade was repairing a broken plasma drill when he saw it, an elegant royal starship descending through the orange sky, gleaming with polished silver. Everyone around him froze. Visitors never came to Vesperian, especially not ones in royal armor. Cade shielded his eyes as the ship landed. Dust billowed. The hatch opened, and she stepped out. Princess Ilera. Her presence was magnetic. The air seemed to bend around her. Her long silver cloak fluttered like moonlit water, and her expression was a strange mixture of hope and fear. She scanned the crowd. Then her eyes locked onto Cade. He felt something inside him jolt, an electric hum in his chest he couldn't explain. She approached him slowly. "Cade Thorne," she asked. He swallowed. "That's me." Her voice trembled as she spoke the next words. "I've come for you." Cade stared at her, speechless.
Why?
"I'm nobody." Ilera's eyes shined with emotion. "No," she whispered. "You are my blood, my family, my brother." The world tilted beneath him. He felt the ground slipping. That can't be true. Alara reached into her cloak and retrieved a crystal sphere memory node. It activated with a soft hum. A hologram appeared. Queen Athelia, holding a newborn child. His face. His tiny hands. Her voice echoed. Protect him. Hide him. One day they will come for both my children. Cade staggered back. Memories, long buried, flickered in his mind. A bright palace room. A lullaby. A woman's warm embrace. Screaming. Fire. Everything going dark. He pressed a hand to his head, overwhelmed. I don't understand. Alara stepped closer. I don't expect you to accept it immediately, but I won't leave without you. Her hand reached out. Cade stared at it. Then, blaster fire erupted from the cliffs. The attack. Dominion Scourge raiders descended on the mining camp, firing wildly. Civilians scattered. Explosions rocked the ground. Alara pulled Cade behind her. They followed me, she growled. Cade dragged her aside as a plasma bolt struck the sand where she stood. This way. There's shelter behind the ridge. A raider lunged at Alara, but she fought like a storm, fluid, deadly, striking with precision. Cade watched, stunned, as she dispatched a trained soldier with the grace of royalty and the ferocity of war. But the raiders kept coming. There were too many. Captain hfystory shouted from the ship. Princess, we must retreat. Alara grabbed Cade's arm. Come with me. Cade hesitated only a moment, then nodded. They sprinted toward the starship, dodging fire. Cade shoved open the hatch and pushed Alara inside just as a plasma grenade detonated behind them. The blast sent shockwaves through the ship. Go! Cade shouted. The engines roared. The ship blasted into the sky, leaving Vesperian and the raiders behind. The revelation. The prince returns. The starship soared through hyperspace, leaving streaks of light in its wake. Cade sat in silence across from Alara, trying to rebuild his world from the pieces. Why didn't anyone tell me? He finally whispered. Alara's voice cracked. Because we thought you were dead. He swallowed hard. And now? What happens now? She took a deep breath. Now, Cade, you must reclaim your place. Our mother hid you for a reason. The Scourge feared you for a reason. What reason? Alara held up a crystal pendant, one that glowed with soft blue light. This belonged to you. It was recovered from the ruins of your escape pod. She pressed it into his hands. As soon as Cade touched it, energy surged through him like a rising sun. Light burst from the crystal, enveloping him. The ship shook. hfystory shouted from the cockpit. Alara watched in awe. You have the royal resonance, she whispered. The power to activate Lemurian artifacts. The gift our ancestors wielded. Cade stared at the glowing symbol forming above his palm. What does it mean? It means, she whispered, you are the true heir. The climax. The return to Lemuria. News of his return spread too fast. The Scourge intercepted communications. Warships mobilized and chased them through the Lemera sector. But the royal starship reached the crystalline palace just in time. The palace guard stared as Cade and Alara rushed inside. Some dropped to their knees. Others whispered in shock. He's alive. The lost prince. Impossible. The council convened immediately, demanding proof. Alara placed the glowing pendant before them. Cade stepped forward. I don't know how to be a prince, he admitted. But I know how to protect people. I've done it my whole life. The council chamber throbbed with tension. Then the Scourge attacked. Their fleet darkened the sky over Lemuria. The city panicked. Cade felt fear punch through his chest, but beneath it, something else stirred. Something ancient. Something waiting. He clutched the pendant. Blue light exploded outward. The entire palace awoke. Crystals hummed with power. Ancient defense systems activated. Towers lit with brilliant radiance. Alara stared. You're activating the citadel? Cade, no one has done that in centuries. Outside, the scourge ships faltered under the sudden solar shield enveloping the planet. Cade closed his eyes and focused. Energy pulsed through him, through the palace, through the entire world. The scourge fleet broke formation, retreated, fled. Lemuria was saved by a man who had grown up fixing broken machines on a forgotten moon. The end, a brother found, a prince restored. After the battle, the palace celebrated, citizens wept, and the council bowed before Cade. But he pulled Alara aside. I don't know if I'm ready for this. She smiled softly. Neither was I. But you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be willing. He exhaled, then nodded. Then I'm staying. They stood together at the balcony overlooking the shining city. For years, Alara whispered, I wondered why I always felt incomplete, like something was missing. She took his hand. Now I know it was you. Cade smiled. I'm home. And the galaxy shifted.